All right. So this popped up. This is a great. This is a really good account on Twitter. Learning the law. Awesome. Covers a lot of sort of culture war stuff. Things that are like just as cat. What are you doing, baby? Right. You just want to be famous. Okay. Right. So this was one that he found. He goes, keep supporting a slop company, don't complain later. Bandai Namco localization teams admit they order Japanese devs to censor their female character designs. We tell them that the cleavage is a bit too exposed or the skirt is a bit too short. Now, this was a follow-up to another post he made. Apparently, this was some MMO in Japan called Sinduality. And he says that what companies are doing is giving you a fake sense of freedom in the character creation. Forget about bust size or individual changes. You either make the character thin or fat. They do this to remain safe for stakeholders. That's correct. Yeah. I have noticed that for a while, that rather than sort of like targeting certain stuff like that. Now, there are some games out there. There's actually a fighting game. I should do it. I should cover it. Right? I should call it this. It'd be like the anti... like, sincerely, it would be like the anti-Sweet Baby Inc. fighting game of all time. Right? I should do the video. I'll actually do that after this, right? I'm going to be a little bit careful because you can make this game fully nude. All girl fighting game, right? It's not the best control, but who cares? Boobs. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, by the way, just to clarify things before the people out there that are offended by the wonderful memories, that women have, is that the reason why we make a big deal out of it is because it was the first warning sign, right? It's the first indicator. I'd say at least one of the very first indicators is when they changed the female design, right? That's how you know that this stuff is infected or has become infected, right? Because the women, just like what we're seeing in society right now, when it comes to apparently dudes reckon they can go into women's sports and stuff like this, we're seeing that same shit. It's always the women that get affected first, and then they gaslit into thinking that no, this is a net benefit. It's not actually. It's a net negative, like 100% net negative, right? So this was a failure apparently, and that was his initial post, and he followed up with this. Now, in looking, like, because I played a fair bit of Tekken 8, I've had a look at all the ladies, right? I was very surprised at Azucena's bikini outfit being in the game, right? So that's why I'm wondering, like, if this was actually a thing, because she's like, she doesn't have like gigantic, children feeders, right? You know what I'm saying? But they're still pretty good. Like, I don't, I mean, anything bigger than handfuls for me is too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me, right? I'm not a greedy man, right? 1 and 2, that's all I go, right? So, but. Right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, so I actually like the women are attractive in it, right? I don't seem to have an issue. Like, I'm not looking at the girls going, oh yeah, no, they've covered them up. No, I'm not getting that vibe at all. And again, there's a bikini outfit as a standard base alternate costume for Azucena, right? So I don't know, right? I don't know, like, for example, like, you've got some of the mini skirts. I think, you can get some, can I say that? Can we say gash kick? Can we say gash kick? I don't know. I'm going to say it. I just said it. Whoops. Oh, well, it's out there now. Right? You're seeing some, you're seeing some, clothing that goes under the skirts, and you know what I'm saying, right? I don't know, man. I'm not overly finding it like too egregious, actually. So I don't know, like I don't know, like if this sort of was like an initial thing, and then they just turned around and said, "Piss off, just get out. We don't need your shit anymore." So I don't know. I don't know if this eventually carried over to the characters in the game, or it was just, you know, because what's that chick? Is it Elisa? You know, the robot chick, right? Because she's kind of, you know what I mean? Right, you see some inner thigh and stuff like that. Like, it's all the bits of just fucking. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not entirely sure if Tekken 8 was overly affected, right? To a massive degree compared to something like, say, Mortal Kombat 1, right? So I don't know. But yeah. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Right, let's see what the follow-up replies are to this anyway. And they will be confused when their game dies on the vine because no one wants it after censorship. Will we ever get Dead or Alive 7? Tekken is next. People thought this wouldn't spread to their franchises within the company. I've told my friend when Overwatch started putting the they-them characters in, I said they will do it to WoW soon. He said no way, they will not do. Oh, I'm assuming they meant not do that. It makes no sense. Don't be naive. That's right. Like, every single time you think they won't do it, they'll do it. Again, what did I talk about in the previous video? All comes down to money. Right? Tick some boxes, right? Make sure you got some they-thems in there, and you'll get your cash. And the funny part is, though, is that the marginalized groups out there should actually be calling them out for being tokenized like that. For actually being used as a gateway to just getting more cash and not actually giving a shit. It's like when we get the they-them month in the middle of the year, right? At the end of the month, what does every company do? They scrub the logo back to their original. They only do it for that because they're doing it for virtuous signaling crap. And as the years go on, more and more people are getting sick and tired of it, right? A whole damn month for just where you put your pecker. It's a little bit much, don't you think? Right? It's a little much. You know? And to be perfectly honest, just to clarify, just because you might be some marginalized group, doesn't mean to say you can't be an asshole. Just remember that. You are not just forgiven, you know, for being a prick to people just because you're marginalized. If you're an asshole, you're going to get called out for it. Right? I don't care where you stick your dick. Right? Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time.